See this? See this head scratching? That's what I was doing throughout the entirety of that episode. My hair nearly fell out. Hola amigos, Chris Bro here, and yes, today we are reviewing Extremis. I fractured my finger, just ignore that. But yes, apologies that this is a little bit late. I have a lot of assessment on, and I probably shouldn't be doing this right now, but you only live once. Yep, you know how this works, let's go.
So Crispy, what were your overall thoughts?
You know, I was so not with this episode for a long while, because it is one of those scripts that make you go,
What the heck is going on?
But then when we did find out that the doctor was just watching this, like he was watching the episode with us, that was a really good twist, and I enjoyed that payoff. But yeah, I really don't know if this is an episode I would really like go back to. I don't know. I feel like you've watched it once, you get it, but you don't like need it again, I guess.
Was there anything new in this episode?
So Missy is back. Michelle Gomez, always a treat to have her back on Doctor Who. Bloody love her. And she was in the vault. We all called it. I called it. You called it. Your sister called it. Everyone called it. And we also had the menacing monks. They were pretty cool, weren't they? The prosthetic team did an awesome job with that. And yeah, I wonder if they're going to be the new series arc, because, you know, now that we know what's in the vault, maybe this is where this season is headed.
Do you have a favorite scene?
My favorite scene was when Nardole realizes they're in some kind of simulation, and he goes and he basically like glitches out of existence. Because when I normally watch episodes, I normally watch it with a bunch of my really close friends, and we were all just going, "Whoa!" Like, this episode took a turn. It was pretty cool.
Do you have a favorite quote?
Nardole, are you secretly badass?
Were there any flaws in the episode?
As I have stated before, no episode of Doctor Who is perfect. And in this one, I kind of wish the flashbacks weren't there, because, I don't know, it kind of took away from the narrative for me. Like, it is always great to see Michelle Gomez, but the fact that they kept on going back and forth, and, I don't know, it's a bit jarring. And I think it would have been a much smoother narrative if they kind of didn't have that. Like, if you can imagine that episode without the flashbacks, it'd be pretty straightforward for a confusing episode. I don't know.
Were there any moments that made you go, what?
One of the really cool scenes in this episode was when the Doctor, like, temporarily got his eyesight back, but that meant that there was, like, something wrong is going to happen with a future regeneration, or he might not get any more regeneration. Like, I thought that was really cool. So could this have something to do with an earlier regeneration for Capaldi? I don't know.
Did you cry during this episode at all?
No. However, there was that one scene with Michelle Gomez where she was crying, and that pulled at a heartstring I didn't even know was there, because, you know, I don't normally sympathize with Missy, but that, I don't know, it was cool.
What would you give this episode out of 10?
I'd say Extremis was about maybe a, like, 6.5 out of 10. It wasn't everything I'd hoped it'd be. It was a little confusing, but the payoff was so good. But they had those flashbacks, which made the narrative a bit jarring. It was just a really odd episode, but hey, you know, it was passable. Like, it was a good time. And yeah, that pretty much does it for my review. Thank you so much for watching. On screen now are some of my favorite comments from last week. And while I have your attention, I'd just like to thank you guys so much for your ongoing support of this channel. We have been growing, you know, a little bit more recently, and there's been a lot more interaction. And I'm enjoying what this channel has become, and it's all thanks to you guys. So thank you guys very, very much. Please like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And I've got something very cool coming up next week. Something very cool indeed. I think you're gonna like it. Alonzi!
Hello, I'm the Doctor, and you should subscribe to Crispy. It's easy, just click. Right there. Click subscribe for more exciting videos. Trust me, I wouldn't endorse him otherwise. Thank you.